Hey folks, Dad here, Elevation Diecast Racing. We have a track temperature of 55 degrees. It's like -8 outside, so I'd say it's cold. So today we're going to do something different. We're going to be testing for speed, of course. I'm going to be looking at this Hot Wheel reward cars. Missing a couple of them. I don't know, they've got lost in the shuffle somewhere. But these are the only cars that I have not dusted yet. Every other car you'll see here today has been dusted. We're going to do some testing. We're going to get into some tracks. Racetrack. This is the Flying Customs drop track and the two cars out of that set. We're going to get into the glow-in-the-dark monster truck set. Has the cars. They have been dusted. And I have never tapped into the color reveal, but some interesting things I've discovered about these cars, and we'll get into that later. I found my Porsche box, so I dusted up some metal-on-metal Porsches. We're going to take a look at the Color Shifter Audacious. We're going to get into some customs. And then some cars from, a few cars from the 5-pack challenge. And that should be enough for now. That's a lot to get into. So without further ado, let's just roll into it. So we're going to test out these from the Drop Race Jump set. This is the high-tech missile. 30 grams even, 29.8. And this is the Blitz Speeder. 33.1. 32.9, however that works. Alright, they're staged and ready. Let's see if we can get some speed today. Blitz 2316. 2316. Oh yeah. 2311. Okay. And there's a high-tech missile. So I'll set him aside for now. Alright, so next I'd like to I've always wanted to know if these cars had any speed. Of course, the Nitro Door Slammer, there's a Stalker and a Boulevard Bruiser in there. So let's get into these and see what they weigh and throw them down the track. Alright, lightweight. This Nitro Door Slammer, 28.9. We'll give him a couple of hot lap runs, see if he's got any speed. 2350. Alright. Well, maybe. 2344. Not much difference. But you do have the nice long wheelbase. I think the bigger tires in the back, coupled with the way these wheels are, don't know, may just be a lesson on what not to get. So we'll put him aside. Not really sure of this casting. It looks like a fantasy car. Got nothing on the bottom, but it is a metal bottom. 29.4 though. We'll just put him in the fast lane. Let's see what he's got. 2396. I'm not even running that down the track again. Okay, so the name on the bottom of this one says Jaded at 26.1 grams. I don't expect that it's going to do very much, but we'll throw him down the track anyway. You never know till you throw him down the track, right? He already looks like he needs a life preserve jacket. Yeah, swim. 2527. And that'll be it for him. Off to the side he'll go. Which brings us to the stock car, 28.5. Seems like a metal base. Could be polished chrome, plastic, I don't know. It's not really heavy enough to be metal. But it's a stock car. I mean, there's the wheelbase. Let's see what he runs. Ooh, 2331. That's a little better. All right, up next, the Boulevard Bruiser, the heaviest out of the bunch at 37.9. I like this car's chances. This does have a metal bottom, and he could make a good custom. Let's see how fast he is. Then we'll run a couple off against each other. Oh yeah, 2331. Not impressive, but that's only his first run. Let's put him and the Nitro Door Slammer up. Let's see what they do. Oh yeah, Boulevard Bruiser all day. 2325 to a 2332. Not bad. 2325 and a 7,000 speed. Boulevard Bruiser. But man, that Nitro Door Slammer was coming back. So he's got a 2318. Not setting the world on fire. So we'll see the stock car and Blitz Speeder. Blitz all the way. Gappage 2313. That's a pretty decent time. So Blitz Speeder and Boulevard Bruiser. One from the Drop Pack Flying Customs, and the other from the Glow in the Dark Monster Truck Cars. Oh, the Blitz Speeder all day. 2303 and a 13,000 speed. If the Boulevard Bruiser wants to compete. Blitz Speeder, he got him. Slower time, but nevertheless, he got him with a 2315. So, to reflect on the glow-in-the-dark cars, do they have speed? Not really. They are what they are. And for you monster truck fans, there's an Invader. And I believe this is a Chevy. Ford Raptor, Dinosaurus, and the Gangster. They'll go good with the monster truck collection in the truck room. Which brings us, yes. I don't know how many of you have tested color revealers. I keep passing them up for $12, man. I was hoping for something good out of here, but let's get into it. I'll show you what they're about. Okay, so I was excited when I found out that one of them is a baseline. And from the 5-pack series challenge, the baseline was the winner of that. So I thought, man, I got me another fast car. Well, I sent this joker down the track, and I don't even think he made it to the finish line. These cars are slow out of the pack. The molding, I think these were assembled these must have been assembled down in Cuba or China or wherever they were assembled. Let's see. Made in Thailand. Okay, so whatever they're doing in Thailand over there in this particular factory, if you look closely, I had to sand these wheels because the plastic, the mold, you can see the divots and everything in the wheels. And man, I had trouble getting 3 seconds out of these cars. And but I sanded them. Ran them over the sandpaper. I graphited them up, and I'm just going to show you what they run. But if you've ever wondered if these revealer cars are worth getting, not unless you're going to do something special with them, modify them, want to see them change colors. I mean, other than that, for speed, let's check it out. It's the baseline and spine buster. So I got him to run all right. 231. Wow, the baseline ran a 231. We'll have to run him again because the guy running the track here forgot to take the car off lane like a dodo. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday week, spending time with family. That's what we'll be doing, and kind of spending time with folks already. All right, let's switch them up and see what they got. Baseline, got him, 2348 to a 2351. So you can do something with them, but not really worth the time that it takes, especially for speeds like that. So for the revealers, I'm gonna say pass, not speed. But for the sake of racing, let's put the fastest car so far against the baseline. Oh wow! Baseline runs a 2338, and we have a blitz speeder that derailed himself. So let's see what the fastest car of the night will be here. Looking for speed. Looking for speed. Going through boxes. Oh, look at that. 2302 seems to be the fastest time so far. All right, which takes us to the Hot Wheel reward cars. Let's see. I think I got these last year, 2020. So these are 2021 cars. Well, let's throw them down the lane. If any of them, let's say, if any of them get a 235 or better, we'll dust them up and see what they do. This one is don't know. Some fantasy casting. And that's a fantasy casting. Let's just see what they do. Oh, wow. Well, 2366. We'll swap lanes with that guy. Because lane 1 is technically the slow lane, although they seem to have evened out over time here. All right, Arachnia ride gone. Okay, so this one is a slingshot. So we'll weigh him up. Slingshot, 28.6. Put him up top. Let's put him up against, I should know the name of this car. Oh yeah, Maximum Leeway. Popular casting. Let's see what he's got. Oh wow. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. So, Exotic. Let's check him out. So far, Hot Wheel reward cars are not recording speed. This one's a monster racer. Come on, let's get a 235. Give me a reason to get you into a speed shop. Not cutting it. And I don't know what this guy is, but he's the last one I have out of that pack. $2394. And that will do it for the Hot Wheel rewards cars. Alright, which brings us to what actually might have speed. So this is out of a 5-pack I got on clearance because somebody stole one of the cars out of it. 40.3, dusted and ready, is the Superbird. And we're going to put the Superbird up against this Skyline 37.2. Let's see if we can find some speed. I think we know what not to get now. Let's see if we can find something now. Oh, wow, the Skyline 2306. We'll swap them. The timer down there has not busted a sub 230 time today. It's pretty weird. Skyline 2313. And the Superbird will join his Hot Wheel colorway compadres. So let's take the Skyline and the Blitz Speeder. Skyline got him, 2320, 7,000 speed. Blitz Speeder, 2298. Yes, he is the fastest one so far tonight. Looks like that graphite might be breaking in to the Blitz Speeder. So he'll go over here, and the Skyline, he'll go right there. All right. So these are from the Shiny 5-pack challenge, the Shiny 5-pack. So we have a Chevy 1500, 35 grams, 35.2. The Stalker, which I thought was going to be the fastest out of the pack, actually ended up being the slowest at a 30.6. And Silver Bullet, which has a metal base. Surprised that he didn't go faster at 41 grams. Let's put him up on the start gate and see what he's got. We'll put him up against that Silverado. Silver Bullet. 2374. Wow. We'll run him against the stock car. Silver Bullet. 2354. And that'll do it for those guys. Alright, what do we got left on the table? Oh, we got a hatchback. Honda Civic Type R. Alright, let's put him up against Audacious. Audacious weighing 25.3. And the Civic 35.7. Let's see it. Audacious out front. Wow. 2372. Not a very impressive time, but for a light car, he is a color shifter. Not bad. Let's swap them up. 2372 by the Audacious. 2372. Not very fast. And a 2381. So nada there. Let's take Studebaker Champ 43.6 and put him up against this Cougar 33.9. Let's see if we can find some speed. Cougar, wow, 2309. We'll run him again. 2309. And the Cougar, again, out front, 2315. So let's put that Blitz Speeder versus the Cougar. Cougar out front, 2310, 7,000 speed. Cougar again gets him. So far that's the fastest car for now. And He hung in there for a while. He ran a sub 230 time. I don't know what his deal is. He lost his speed, I guess. Which leaves us to some Porsches. Let's take the two yellow ones. Get a weight on them. So 41.1. And 40.6. Wow. Huh. Two different weight classes right here. That's crazy. Wow. 2319. All right, 2319. Oh, he gets him. Wow, what's up with these stupid times? All right, let's try this one out. 44 grams even. I think it being so cold has something to do with it too. And let's check this guy out. 63.7. All right. Let's see what they do. Oh yeah. 2325. We'll swap them up. 2325. 2313. 55.9 for that guy. Beautiful paint. Nothing real fancy about his paint job. I think I ran all these Porsches on the old track setup at the old location. They didn't fare too well on the Hot Wheels 6-lane. 61.4. They don't seem to do too bad on straight track. So, wow, oh red, 2306. Let's see how he does. Okay. So I really do think track temperature does matter. It makes a difference. 2314. I do believe it makes a difference on performance. So a 2314. I don't know. I might be wrong about that. Maybe I'm just used to seeing fast times. Oh wow. 2311. 4,000 speed. Let's just see what he does in the 51 to 61 class. Alright, so let's put him up against number one. Nah, let's put him up against Praetorian Guard. We know he's freshly dusted, just like this Porsche, and we know the Guard runs at 225. So this also is a way I can tell if the track's running right. I'll put up a known time car and just to see where the track's at. Praetorian Guard. Track's on the money, 2254. There goes my theory about the track temp. So that's the way I tell anyway. It works. So let's see the winner of this Porsche and this Cougar. Face old red. Cougar all day. 2322. 2322. Don't think the Porsche is going to catch him. Cut. 2311. So we'll take this Porsche. He'll go in the pokey Porsche pile. It's a nice lineup of Porsches. Too bad they're slow. So Cougar and this Porsche. Let's see what they do. And the Porsche, no, the Cougar, 2328 and a 3,000 speed. Wow. Cougar 2315. So, this little lightweight casting beats out everything I put out tonight. And he still isn't fast. Nevertheless, he's earned a spot against the test car, Buzz Lightyear. And no, 2286. Alright, so we've come to the customs part of the session here. These are some customs I made last year for some folks in the church. We had a sibling rivalry race. That was really fun. If you didn't see it, go check it out. The last year's Christmas Cup. It was a really fun race. I'm going to show you some cars here, some different styles of building, some different things that I did, and which will lead us into what I'll be doing in the future as far as customizing, because I'm changing up a few things as you go along and you build. You learn different things. You learn what not to do. You learn what to do. You learn what to take off and put on. So this is a car I made for my dad. This was originally a 52 anniversary gasser. As you can see, the engine is still gold. And I took this one. He placed 4th last year out of all the customs that I built. And he is a 54-gram car. My dad named him Lightning Strike. And we're going to put him on the track, and I'm going to show you up against another gasser that I made. Didn't do very much. I didn't change the wheels. I added weight and gave him a custom paint job. And so that is that one. And we're going to put him up against my brother Daniel's custom Nova gasser. Again, I didn't change the wheels on this one. I added weight in the back, and I took the engine apart and put a piece of tungsten on the top of the motor, and then I glued the blower back on, so it just looks like a blown 64 Nova gasser wagon. In the future, I will black out the windows and add any glass that doesn't exist. I will custom make windows and put them in there so it's blacked out all the way around to complete the custom. Some of the things that I'll do differently. So we'll take a look at those two. And then this was a treasure hunt Malibu. I got several of these. It was a treasure hunt. I have the original around here somewhere. I think it's on the treasure hunt wall. Yeah, so here's what it looked like before. And this is the custom. So rounding out the wheel wells, I took way too much out. And this is a narrow wheelbase. So I don't know if you can see the spacers that I have in here. I think you can. The spacers that are in here to keep it from swimming on the narrower wheelbase cars where the wheels just go in and out. If you get these spacers, I got them from Mod My Ride. He's in California. And these are amazing little wheel spacers that they do the job. So we made That one, again, I would add windows on the sides so you cannot see through it. And I would definitely only take out of the wheel wells only what you have to take out to keep it as much in shape as you can. And Jera's Tesla Roadster. Again, I didn't change the wheels. I believe this was a Matchbox. But we customized the paint job, added some weight. So I put these cars together rather quickly because I wanted to get them ready for the Christmas Cup, and it's just fun to do. When you first start doing customs, you get in a hurry because you want to get them on the track, you know, and you want to race them. You want to see if they're fast, and I can tell you, if you do not take your time and distribute the weight right and do some testing before, you know, it takes time to really build a good, fast car. So let's get these on the track. All right, so the Tesla Roadster is going to come in at 45 grams, and the Malibu is a 66.1. Malibu all day. 2315 to a 2348. We'll swap them. 2315 by the Malibu. Malibu still swims a little bit, but that's an oldie, but a goodie. So the Malibu putting it down, which will take us to the gassers. I love the gassers. My 57 Chevys. My dad got me into those. Those were his favorite car when he was a kid and a teenager and an adult. I think if he had his way, that would be sitting in a life-size form in his driveway. Wow. 2291. 2291. Wow. So, there's no doubt that that gasser is going to beat any one of these. So now I'll show you a truck that I made that I didn't do too much to, except for distribute some weight and put a paint job on him. And he looks pretty beat up. I did put a logo on him, Hot Wheels. So those of you who know this truck is Whitey. I have not built anything fast enough to beat this truck yet, but that is my goal. Before I send out any custom, I want it to beat this truck by 10 1,000ths. So here's Whitey. 2216. 2216 laid down by Whitey. 2234. So it has a lot to do with weight distribution. I'll show you real quick. And I am by no means an expert at doing this. I am learning just like the rest of us, I think. Some of us are far better than others. So the back end of Whitey is at 40. And and the front end is at 32. So long wheelbase, and a 2216 is cooking down this track. And I would put him against my number one in the top tier, but number one is in Tennessee getting ready for scale racing middleweight championship. So we're going to put him up against Han Solo and Carbonite. Han Solo hasn't ran in a little bit, so let's see how he does. Han Solo is number 2 in the top tier. Whitey just spanked him with a 2209. Wow. That's the fastest time Whitey's ever put down. 2209. That's cooking down this track. He just gapped Han Solo. I don't know what's up with that time, but... So, I don't know. That's Murata Stalker type timing. And I can't help but to think that if you're going to customize a car, it should be faster than the fastest one you have stock. So, I don't know, maybe I'm not right with that logic. I don't know how far off the mark I am. As far as speed, I do not think I would send this truck to a modified tournament. I don't think he's fast enough, to be honest with you. I've seen the trucks that some of you guys have built and put out, and I don't think Whitey, I don't know if he'd stand a chance, to be honest. You guys out there have built some pretty fast rides. With all of that being said, thank you for watching. I hope that you folks have a great Christmas, a Merry Christmas to you. Be safe, and we will see you for the Christmas Cup, which will be the conclusion of the Real Riders and the second and thirds tournament and the 16 finalists. This is where all the speed is sitting that I haven't been through yet in challenging the cases or top tier. And there are one vehicle from the Camaro tournament. He sits number 5 in the top tier. And Turbulence is number 17 in the case. And number 18 in the top tier is the Backwoods Bomb. So that'll give you an idea. We'll see who's going to take it. Until then, if it isn't fast, at least it'll look good on the shelf.